happening, guys? It's Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and it's time for a quick hands-on with the Micromax P500 Funbook Pro. Now, this is a 10.1-inch tablet from Micromax that has been announced but not been made available in the market as of now. Priced at about 9,999 rupees, this tablet offers a larger version of the original Funbook that did really well for the company, and that's why they decided to go with a 10-inch model of the same type. Essentially packing the same sort of hardware inside the body or the shell. So the Funbook Pro offers a better experience to those who are really happy with the Funbook, and it offers a larger 10.1-inch version of widescreen media entertainment version of the tablet at a very budget-friendly price of 9,999 rupees. So there are a couple of things that are noticeable in the Funbook that make it a unique tablet. First of all is the sheer size of the screen. It's really large, very vivid display, as opposed to a lot of other tablets available in the same price segment. The display is really bright. The only downside is that it's a very reflective screen. The front glass is very reflective, so if you have a certain bit of light on the screen, it makes it a little difficult to view the screen. But Micromax has confirmed that they're working on an anti-glare sort of screen protector for this. That'll be really cheaply available for about 300-400 rupees, so you can install that screen protector. Hopefully that will reduce the kind of glare that the screen reflects, a little bit better to view this tablet. So let's talk about some of the features. First of all, the unit that I'm holding right now is a pre-production unit. It's not the final unit that's going to be available in the market. So this one does have some defects, and I was ensured that the final product in the market does not have those defects. So I'm going to discuss those problems that I face with this one, and at the time of buying the tablet, ensure that your tablet does not have those problems so that you don't have any long-term issues. First of all, if you're holding the tablet in this manner where the camera is over here, this part of the screen, the bottom left part of the screen, is less responsive. As you can see, I'm pressing on the back button and nothing seems to be happening. So sometimes it just does not work. It's only on this side. It works after pressing it many times. So this part is somehow, the bottom bar over here is not responsive if the camera is on the right hand side. If I turn it around and I hold the tablet like this, then everything seems to be responsive. But if I hold it in the original manner with the camera on the top right, then this button is really difficult to press. You can still press it, but sometimes it just does not register your touch. So only the bottom left corner. So ensure that when you're buying the tablet, you don't face this issue. The second issue is with this particular unit is the fact that Wi-Fi connections are a little bit dodgy at times. It'll connect to the Wi-Fi but then disconnect, and I faced that issue, but I did a factory reset and I've not been facing that issue since then. So that is the other issue that we are facing. So two issues, the bottom left bar and Wi-Fi connectivity issues, which were resolved. The Wi-Fi issues were resolved by doing a factory reset. So just this bottom bar is the only bit, and that seems to be a defective piece. That seems to be a hardware defect in the touch panel or the digitizer of this particular unit. So ensure that your tablet does not have any touch related issues if you're buying from a retail store. If you're buying from an online store, then you can anyway return your tablet if it has any defects. So the first thing that you need to do is check that the touchscreen is properly responsive and your buttons, everything seems to work just great. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now is, since I've installed Chrome, I'm going to show you that internet browsing on this is much better on the Chrome browser than it is on the stock browser. So again, you can see it's scrolling is smooth and very responsive as opposed to what it is on the standard Micromax browser. The only thing that seems to bother us is that when you're browsing through a website, the touchscreen is sort of overly sensitive, or they've made it overly sensitive. So when you're just scrolling through, it registers a touch and it actually actuates a finger press motion. So it just sometimes registers an input when you don't want to, and you're just scrolling through, it'll actually click on an image or a page and it'll redirect to it. So if I'm scrolling through my website over here, it'll suddenly link with my finger touch doing a scroll motion. It'll start to zoom in or it'll start to act dodgy. It does not affect daily usage, but you do have this issue in here. You can use it properly, no problems. You can see scrolling and everything is brilliant, and no issues essentially with that. It does misbehave at times, and that seems to be a software issue. Again, possibly with this unit that I have, could be resolved in the proper unit. And I've asked for a proper unit, so I'm going to do a comparison between this one and another unit really soon. So you guys will be able to see that problem being solved in that. Since it is running Ice Cream Sandwich, all the latest apps are available for this, and you can even use Google search, voice search to initiate a search. You can also shift from portrait to landscape. Again, seamless switch, scrolling in a smooth pinch to zoom in. Again, you can see it's very, very smooth. It does take a little bit of time to re-render the website, but once it does, it seems to be really crisp. Screen is easy to view, not a problem at all. Images, text, everything is super crisp. You will have no issues viewing the internet, browsing the internet on this. All sorts of Flash content also runs on this. Flash player comes pre-installed, so no problems with the internet experience as far as we are concerned. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of apps on the Micromax Funbook Pro. Now the Funbook Pro has the capability of handling most applications available in the Android Google Play Store. It does, however, does not accept some games and some applications that do not fit in the resolution of the tablet. You can, however, install them custom and install them as third-party applications as unknown sources, drop the APK in there and get the application running, but it won't show up in the full resolution. It will show up in a smaller resolution or something like that. Talking about the included applications, you have a very nice Micromax store that Micromax has been adding to their tablets and to their smartphones recently. You have something called education in there. You have a Vritti Smart Courses application, which allows you to download education content and read it on your tablet. It's still in its early stages, not as good as it can be for a tablet like this, but it is an application for education meant for India. So possibly if they do develop it further, it can become a great application. Okay, so now you have a lot of games that come with this. Power Play Cricket, Tennis, Total Tennis, Blazing Gun, My Pet. Now all of these games are basically arcade games, and they have really low quality graphics, but they are available. You have something called Ben 10 Ultimate. You have weird games like Fart Mania, as you can see over here. So if you want these games, they are available. The dodgy left side not working properly. In movies, I remember in the original Funbook we got a couple of movies, but in this you get Big Flicks, so you can install the Big Flicks application. Then you have an apps folder. Again, you have random applications, not useful at all, but they are there. They are fun entertainment applications, nothing that would be productive for you. So no productive applications available. You have glowing animals, cute loving animals, something to do with animals, teddy bears, perfect match, licking wildlife, kitten, all those kind of applications, stuff that is usually available in Google Play Store for free anyway. Talking about entertainment, they have Nimbus Messenger. Again, they have some random application, X-ray scanner, space mathematics, lie detector, cartoon yourself. Now these apps are there in the Funbook Pro, so they are available to you to download for free. But they are also available in the Google Play Store. For television, for live television, Micromax has included Zenga TV, which is a great application. It works well. In fact, I should download it and give you guys a demonstration of that as well. So this is the Zenga TV application on the Micromax Funbook Pro. Now you have a lot of channels over here. So it's trying to load up the video stream. I'm trying to just load up some channels over here. Let's see if I can pick up a channel. Let's try MTV. So you can see that it connects to your television, and it creates live television for you as well. Very cheap subscription packages. If you compare it to, for example, Tata Sky, which is really expensive, you don't have a lot of television channels over here, not interesting ones anyway, but you have most of them, and subscription packages are really cheap, but quality is also fairly poor. It's not great quality, but it is television on the go, and you can watch it on 3G as well. So that's live TV over there. So a ton of included applications. Most of them will be arcade applications, not very useful ones, but you do have some useful ones in there as well. There are some other applications that come installed, like Aldeco book reader, which is a nice book reader. We did see a book in there, and you can simply scroll and read your book. You can also read it in portrait to read it as a single page, and you do have some options in here. Once you do tap on the screen, you can directly jump to chapters from here and switch pages in a faster fashion. You can also shift from day mode to night mode, which will invert the text. You do have a couple of settings in here. You can increase or decrease brightness, make it automatic. Ton of things, almost like iBooks. If you have seen iBooks, you can increase the font size, you can increase the margins. So you can really customize the way your book reading experience is, and you can see it's fairly smooth, really nice to read through this. If you have a liking for reading, you'll actually enjoy it on the screen. It's not bad at all. It's pretty crisp. You can see the text is really crisp, and you can really adjust the brightness and convert it. So this is a really nice application given in the tablet for free, the Aldeco book reader. You also get documents to go. This allows you to access your office documentation and edit it, create it on the go. So if you want to create a new document, you can simply come here and create a Word document, Excel document, or PowerPoint. So you have full Office integration that comes preloaded onto the tablet. So if you're on the go somewhere, you can install, you already have a Docs to Go installed. So you can quickly come in here and make an Excel. You can see it's as easy as that. You can also zoom in to your Excel sheet, and let me see if I can show you data entry. So it gives you data entry options as well. So I put in the formula, it comes it in here. So just like regular Excel, oh come on. So just like regular Excel, it does give you those documents. You can create Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, so you can create presentations on the go. You also have the ability to browse through your recent files, desktop files, star files, Google Docs, and upgrades. You can download tons of upgrades, enhancements, and all of that. So whatever you want for your on-the-go office experience, you can download that from this application. So interesting little application that is pre-installed on the Micromax Funbook Pro. You do have your standard set of Google applications installed. You also get Google Drive for cloud storage on the go. You have email, which is Gmail, and your email client. You have File Manager pre-installed. You have Flash Player preloaded on the tablet. You also have an MP3 recorder, which is preloaded on the tablet. Something called My SMS is also installed, and all you need to do is set up your phone number on this. I haven't really done that right now, but My SMS allows you to connect with other Micromax phone users and instant message them. It's almost like WhatsApp. It's Micromax's own version. Like Samsung has chat on and you have WhatsApp, so Micromax has now got My SMS. Again, M Store is the application store that we viewed earlier. So these are the kind of applications that you have, and again, you have full access to Google Play Store on this, and you can download tons and tons of applications with the Micromax Funbook Pro. So taking a quick look at some of the interface elements, you have your notification panel over here. You can also jump into toggles from your notification panel. You can set up these toggles, or you can jump to full settings from here as well. So just press on the settings tab and you will go to the full settings page. Come back out and you can see your notifications. You can slide out to remove a notification, or you can press this convenient little X to dismiss all notifications. This bar at the bottom does show you your currently connected Wi-Fi network and your battery status. So let's take a look at benchmarks on the Micromax Funbook. First thing I'm going to check is if any app is running. I'm just going to quit that. And the first benchmark is obviously going to be quadrant standard. So let's quickly go ahead and run quadrant standard. So you can see the final benchmark results over here. The Funbook Pro comes in at 20 to 37 in a quadrant standard benchmark. Let's come back out. I'm also going to run Nina. Okay, so Nina Mark scores 25.2 FPS, which is again pretty decent for this tablet. Come back out, and the last benchmark that I'm going to run on the Funbook Pro is the Antutu benchmark. So let's see how the Funbook Pro scores in the Antutu benchmark. Okay, so here is the final test result. We got a total score of 2984, where CPU performance is 792, GPU performance, since it's a dual Mali GPU, 1288, RAM gets a 443, and input output gets 461. Overall rating of 2 out of 5. You can be the judge of how well or not well the score is. A good size media tablet. I've also gone ahead and installed a couple of movies, a couple of R pre-rendered files, and a full HD video in here as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to go into the file browser, and I'm going to go into movie player, and I've got a couple of videos here. So first I'm going to play the full HD movie. That's the full HD video. You can see that scrolling through video, everything seems to just work great. Even when you're playing back the video, you can easily scroll through the video and it continues to play almost immediately. So that's the full HD video. I'm going to come back into the movie browser. We've got our own videos over here. So this is the S3 video that we made. Okay, so now this video is at 1080p and it's at very high bitrate. So even then it seems to be working just great. You can scroll through, as you can see. Very easy to scroll through that, and I have another video that's now this video is actually on a higher resolution. This is actually more than 1080p. This is at 1200 odd pixels in terms of width. So that also is playing properly on the tablet, which is quite surprising. Most of the devices cannot run this video at full resolution, but this is actually playing back a video which is more than 1080p in width. So you can see video playback is excellent. The only big problem that I have with this is that the speakerphone is not at all loud with comparison to the kind of screen size you have. You would expect at least a kind of speaker that would allow you to listen to the audio in a movie, but you cannot do that. You will possibly need headphones or an external speaker to actually enjoy the 10-inch experience on this tablet device. Let's talk about gaming. Although we did do a test of all these games, it's funny how people said that we didn't test Nova 3 type of games on this, and we did. We did do a test of all the standard games. Maximum amount of people play these kind of games, so we did a test of that. But we did a test of Nova 3 as well, and this is the notice that you get as soon as you launch a Nova 3. It asks you to get a refund from the Google Play Store because of the simple fact that it does not work with this tablet. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the device you have is not compatible with this game, so please request a refund. So Nova 3 will not play on the Funbook Pro directly. Maybe you can tweak it around a little bit, so play with it. Maybe you can make it work, and if you do, tell us and we'll tell the world. Asphalt 7 however works great on this, and I'm going to demonstrate that just right now. Wow, I really suck at driving on a tablet. But as you can see, Asphalt 7 works well there. It's very responsive. You can use the inbuilt accelerometer and control the game fully. In that sense of the view, it's really very responsive. So there you can see the Funbook Pro. It is a very responsive, very easy to use tablet. It is fairly lightweight, easy to hold with both hands. You do have a USB host functionality over here. So apart from your dongles and your 3G dongles, you can also connect a pen drive or a external hard disk on this. It will boot it up from there, and you can access the information on the tablet. It has an inbuilt file manager that will read off a USB host. You do get a micro USB to female USB converter, so you can do that. Your USB input allows you to connect your 3G dongles. Most 3G dongles work, including Micromax dongles work on this. We did try it with a couple of dongles available with us, and all of them seem to work just fine. We will put a list of available readable dongles on this in the full review. Our initial hands-on and images and samples are up. The camera on the tablet is a standard front-facing camera, a VGA camera. You don't expect a lot of things from it, and it does not give you a lot of things. However, you can Skype and use it on VoIP services, and it's great on that. Very responsive. You can see me in there. Hello. But again, it's not very useful. You do have a zoom toggle. You don't have a lot of settings over here. Auto white balance, daylight. You can play around with all of these things. You do have some exposure compensation. Makes my face really weird. Again, you can choose the picture size. Maximum is VGA. You can reduce it to QVGA if you want to do something like that. So you have a couple of options. We did take a couple of pictures with it. You can see it's really like out of focus, bad picture. I actually took a picture of the camera that I was taking a picture of the tablet with. So confusing little combination over there, but it does work. The front camera does work. Images, impossible to take images of other things because you have a front facing camera, but we did try and manage to get pictures of some nature stuff, and of course the camera as well. So that's the Funbook Pro. We will do a complete in-depth review of the tablet really soon. This is more of an initial review, sort of giving you all the details of the tablet. It has a decent battery life. I got about 6 hours, 7 hours of usage on this, heavy usage, not including gameplay. Gameplay really drains the tablet, but heavy usage of internet, heavy usage of media. I got about 6 hours of good usage on the tablet, which is good. It does charge off any micro USB port as well. So if you have a micro USB charger from your phone or anything else, it does charge off of that, no problems whatsoever. HDMI to television also works great. It completely mirrors your tablet on a television, which is fantastic. So all those features are great for us. Really enjoyed using the Micromax Funbook Pro P500. Expect a full in-depth review of this tablet really soon. Till then, for more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyaan.in. If you have any questions or queries about this particular tablet, do leave them in the comment section below or on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Of course, we'll try and include the answers to that question or to your questions in the full review of this tablet. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV. And till I see you next time, guys, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching this initial review of the Micromax Funbook Pro 10.1-inch multimedia tablet, which is really budget friendly in 10,000 rupees. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.